Hi. So the other booktube battle that I'm doing this month is Aoife from Pretty Purple Polka Dots. Now, one of these I have already read. I finished one of them, but I hadn't checked out the other books from the library yet, so I'm doing this intro after. But the one that I've already read and finished is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. And then the other two that I'm going to read for this one, this is kind of like my thrillers one. And so I found, through a few means, I found a couple of other thrillers that she said were her favorites. I've got None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. And then I've got The Stolen Child by Carmel Harrington. I will get more into what these are about as I'm reading them. But now I'm going to insert the clip of past me reviewing The Housemaid. Bye. Hello. So, I decided I needed a bit of a fantasy break after last month and what I read for that. So I decided to pick up The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I pretty much started and finished this today. And I'm giving this 4 stars, which I think is what I gave Frida the last time I read one of her books. So yeah, she still sits at about the same, which is good because it means that at least she's been consistent with her books. This is about this woman, Millie, and she gets a job working as a housemaid for Nina Winchester and her husband, Andrew. She suspects that something's going on, and basically Nina is acting crazy and Andrew's nice, so it turns into a situation where Millie ends up taking Nina's husband from her, and the story spirals from there. So yeah, overall I think this was a good read. And this starts Aoife on a very good note with a 4-star as the first book. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye! Hello. So, I never actually told you that I was reading this book, but I actually started and finished this whole thing today. So, let me tell you my thoughts about it. So, wait, before I get into my thoughts about it, let me tell you what this is. This book is about 2 women. Alex and Josie. Now, they've never met before, but Josie and Alex happen to be celebrating their birthday in a bar on the same day, and Josie realizes that they're birthday twins. Apparently this means something, and Josie convinces Alex to do a podcast about her because she wanted to tell her story. And things kind of just go downhill from there, because a lot of different versions of the story come out, and it's not obvious whose version is correct. But yeah, because this is a thriller / mystery, I don't really want to get into it because it'll give away what happens. But it goes a little cray-cray, and it goes a little off the walls. I'm giving this a 4. So Aoife's going pretty strong so far. Two books finished, and they both got a 4. So far she's got an 8. Yeah. Oh, and before I forget, when I introduced this video, I said that Aoife was the channel Pretty Purple Polka Dots. And she was when I did the intro. But she's now done a revamp, and she's now the Enchanted Bookshelf. I will link it down below with the correct channel name. And I will check back in with you once I have an update for this vlog. The plan is to do one more book, but I have something else that I wanted to do in between. But I will be back. I'm filming like 3 or 4 vlogs at the same time at the moment, so I don't know when for sure I'll be back at this one, but I will be back. Bye! Oh, damn it. Okay, hold on, hold that thought. Okay. Alright. That should be good. Hello. So, I have finished all of the books for this video, but before I go into like my thoughts on the last book and wrap up this video, I have to do my like show taste test for Aoife. So I tried to find friends to do a rewatch, but it's not on Australian streaming, and plus I've seen every episode anyway. So I decided to go with Gilmore Girls, and I randomly chose 4 episodes. So I'm going to watch these, then come back with my thoughts about it, and then I'll be able to go into my thoughts about the last book and wrap up this video. Alright.
To inform me that one of our former maids is suing for wrongful termination. You might at least act surprised.
Is that the first time, is it?
It most certainly is.
Really?
Yes, Lorelai, really.
Well, then I'm surprised.
Beyond surprising, it's outrageous.
What is Grandfather?
Your grandfather's still in London helping his mother close down her house. Of course it was on when this happened.
Yeah, I think he planned it that way.
Which maid was it? Gertrude, the one from Hamburg, Germany.
Who was she? You remember? She was the one you made all those hamburger jokes to. Gotta beat that dead horse.
She was the clomper.
The clomper?
She'd be upstairs making the beds, and it'd sound like a Munich beer hall rally.
That's why you fired her?
Yes.
Because she made noise when she walked?
Yes.
Was she a good maid otherwise?
What?
Besides the clomping, was she polite, on time, and made sure the little fork went on the outside?
Have you been listening to me? She was not performing her duties as I wished them to be performed. Everything else is beside the point.
Well, it's really something, isn't it?
It is a few hours later, and I finished watching Gilmore Girls. Did I like it? Maybe. I liked it. I kind of enjoyed the first episode I watched, but yeah, basically I got randomly generated 3 episodes in season 3 and then 1 in season 6. Season 3, I don't think I liked Jess in those episodes. The first one that I watched that had him in it, he was kind of a bit, he didn't trust Rory very much. And although to be fair, Rory didn't really talk to him. So that was the whole thing. And then the other one that I watched that had Jess in it, instead of talking to Rory like an adult, he kind of pressured her into something, or tried to pressure her into something, and then just walked, and then got into a fight with Dean, and then walked off without talking to her. So, yeah, I wasn't a fan of Jess. And then, after those 3 episodes, I skipped forward to season 6 for 1 episode. I really didn't like the way that the characters talked to each other. The other character I liked was Luke. So yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of that show. I don't think I'll keep watching. But at least now I can tell you my thoughts about the last book and wrap up this vlog. Okay, and I have finished the last book for this vlog, which is The Stolen Child by Carmel Harrington. I ended up giving this a 4.5, which I think is bringing Aoife up to 13.5. I think, I can't do the math right now in my head, but the graphic will be on the screen as I'm talking. This book is essentially about this woman named Kimberly. She has a daughter. Oh, sorry. Not a daughter. She has a son. I think I was talking about Gilmore Girls and a daughter in my head. Yeah. She has a son who goes missing. And as far as she, and for 40 years, for 40 years, they're still searching for him, and a whole lot, and stuff happens with that, and it gets kind of a bit all over the place. But yeah, I did really enjoy this, and I think Aoife has Denise beat, but not by much. But that's it for this video, and I will check back in with you guys for the next one. Bye!